Hey, how you doing folks? DecepySwag here, and we are back with an early access video, but this time for the brand new season of Fatal Fury Season 3. And what better way to kick off this brand new season for City of the Wolves than to show off a fan favorite making his return for the first time in over 20 years. It's none other than the Native American boxing prize fighter, Rick Strowd. Big thank you to SNK for the opportunity, always appreciate it. As usual, this video will be timestamped for your viewing pleasure. We'll divide the video into 4 main parts, being character lore and backstory. Next is moveset showing off their buttons, specials, and supers. Then of course we have gameplay with me playing Rick, and rounding it all out will be my overall impressions of the character and my grading of his inclusion in the game. Now without further ado, let's see what SNK did for the returning White Wolf, Rick Strowd. As mentioned earlier, Rick Strowd is making his long-awaited return to not just Fatal Fury, but being playable in the video game at all. Rick Strowd made his debut back in 1998 in the Real Bout series, Real Bout Fatal Fury 2, The Newcomers, and as the name suggests, this sequel introduced new characters to the franchise, Li Xingfei, Alfred, and of course, Rick himself, Rick Strowd. Rick earned the name White Wolf of the Ring, having been a casino showboxer for 10 years. However, feeling stifled by his current lifestyle as a showman, Rick lets the voice of nature flow through him and decides to leave the casino, promising to return before the casino's title match. He would go on to appear playable in only one other game, that being Fatal Fury First Contact for the Neo Geo Pocket Color in May 26 of 1999. After that, Rick wouldn't be playable ever again, only making a few cameos in the backgrounds of games here and there, and his moveset being retrofitted for another popular SNK boxer with red hair. There was a chance for him to be playable in the roster of the King of Fighters 99, but was later benched instead for Xingfei, who was considered more interesting by the designers at that time. Rick, to be frank, is a rowdy guy, but he is a man that enjoys a good fight and respects the code of the warrior and honor. He holds true to the roots of his father and his connections with nature. Regardless how others feel, Rick does his own thing and goes at his own pace. Anyone that decides to say otherwise, best be prepared for the fight of their life with the White Wolf. So, with the backstory out of the way, let's see what SNK did for the prize fighter himself, Rick Strowd. Alright folks, so now we've gone over just who Rick Strowd is in the world of Fatal Fury. Let's talk about what he can do, and first off, we're going to talk about them buttons. So, you got your stand light punch, stand light kick, stand heavy punch, and as you can see it moves him forward, nice little lunging punch, and stand heavy kick. Then of course you have your crouching buttons, down heavy, and your jump buttons. And if I move up, there you go, his target combos. And then that's the low version. But yeah, this character looks really good in this game. Like, I'm actually shocked at how good he looks. He might be, and I know I say this every time I cover a character, but he may be just probably the best animations in the game. You'll see as we go further along with what he can do. But yeah, those are his buttons. And also I want to note, as far as cross ups, he only has one, and that's going to be his heavy punch on the jump in. So as you can see, that's really his only cross up, because everything else kind of just goes over the opponent. That's an overhead, but it doesn't cross up the opponent. But yeah, as far as cross ups, you're going to be using jump heavy punch a lot. Now we're going to be moving on to his command moves, and bear with me, okay, because for this they made Rick have a stance, and to do that is his aggressor style. You're going to tap forward or back with both punches. And when you want to exit out of this mode, you just double tap down or tap back twice, either one. So you can do it either forward both punches or back both punches, and pretty easy to go in and out the mode. So you go into the stance, and he has different follow-up for things he can do outside of the stance. As already explained, you can double tap down or back to get out of it, and he doesn't stay in the stance forever. As you can see, you give it a second, and then eventually he will just, there you go, pop out of the stance. So for stance change, you just tap forward over and over, and he does this little dance where he's in open and close stance where his chest is to you, towards the screen and then away. Next you have Flash, where he throws a jab. Pretty quick. I like this a lot too. Like, they essentially gave him Ed's flicker stance, so that's really dope. Next we have Starfall, which is an overhead. Well, let me shimmy on over. There you go. Then he has that. Then after that he has Shutout, which is a counter to physical attacks. So I'm gonna have her do that. Let me see. There you go. And it works on physical attacks as well. So let me try to do that real quick. I forget how to do her stuff. Oh, there we go. There you go. So we're, oh, and I got a counter hit too. So yeah, it works on physical supers, specials, and also works on hitting gears as well. But it does not work on projectiles, so that's something to be mindful of whenever you use the Shutout counterattack. Next up on his list of moves he can do out of the aggressor style is Shadow Steel, which is really, it's just a stomp and it's a low. As you can see, he stomps his foot. You just press heavy kick and you get the stomp. And finally, out of this stance you get Flicker Sunburst, and it's pretty much just a combination of punches. You press both light and heavy punch and you get this combination attack. Now the cool thing about this stance, right, because it took me a while to get used to, because I'm not used to playing boxing characters really. The only one I play is like Vanessa, even then that's just for fun, right? What you can do is, right, to combo into the other stuff, you switch stances or you switch positions. So if his back is, say, towards him, you stomp, tap forward, jab, or do an overhead. So let me see. Oh, also, when you do the Flicker Sunburst, it automatically, when he's finished, takes him out of the stance. So be mindful of that. So let's say I do this. So I did jab, jab into Flicker Sunburst, and then it finished the combo. Or say I do, see what I mean? Like, he has ways to follow it up. And then again, if the opponent is, say, you know, crouching. Let me see, let me make her crouch real quick. And you're like, oh, they're just crouching the whole time. So you do, right? And so the opponent has to guess what you're gonna do. He's gonna be kind of scary up close, but a lot of the things he's doing as we go for along is like, he's gonna want to be with punish heavy. He's gonna be counter hit focused and really punishing opponent. I wouldn't say he's rush down per se, like a lot of boxers. He has that element, but his gameplay is gonna be around here, because this button here, you can cancel it into specials, you can cancel it into supers. So gonna really want to focus on counter hitting and punishing your opponent when you can. That's gonna be his big theme of this character. All right, so now we're gonna move on to command combos, and he has two of them, and they're really easy, really simple. Combo one, you do down light punch into down forward heavy punch. So simple. And you can do down forward light punch. It really doesn't matter, just as long as you're crouching, to be honest. So it's just like that. Throw in a couple jabs there if you want to. Just like that. Very simple, very straightforward, nothing too complicated. And for his second command combo, also really simple. You're going to do back heavy kick into forward heavy punch. And it gives him like this 1-2 punch that you can also lead into supers or specials. So I'm gonna show you right quick. So you do this, and then you do forward heavy punch, so it look like that. But you also have to make sure you're kind of close. And truth be told, you don't really gotta press back heavy kick, but just close heavy kick. And you'll get this. There you go. So if you want to, you can combine that command combo into the stance from earlier. So you do, let me see if I can get on first try. Boom, 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 boom. And get something like that. Now, before we move on to the specials, I'm going to talk really quickly about his high-low dodge attack. You know, That's his low dodge attack. High. I do like that he does this Superman punch. Pretty cool. And does like a little body shot right there. But yeah. So now let's get to the specials. And the first one is Blazing Sunburst. You're going to do a fireball motion forward with either light or heavy punch. And it does have a feint animation as well. So you do quarter circle forward, light punch or heavy, and you get this big wind up punch. And it's deceptively huge, the range of this attack, right? Because really, people are going to look at the punch and be like, oh, okay, I need to just watch out for that. No, no, no. This dust cloud, this dust little slash, that's the hitbox right there. You see how far? You see how far I am? From like round start. Like you can even micro, like just micro walk back a little bit and you will hit your opponent. And yes, it does have an EX version, in case anyone was wondering. It is not breakable, so there's nothing to break or anything. But he does with his feints, one of which is this animation. So if you ever want to catch your opponent off guard, there you go. Next up we have Full Moon Fever, and it's backwards fireball motion with either punches, so either light or heavy punch, and it goes into this weaving motion, you know. And for anyone that's here like, huh, his stuff kind of reminds me of Vanessa, or it sounds like Vanessa. Well, a lot of her stuff comes from this character. So if you ever hear people talk about Vanessa and you always heard, you know, someone talk about Rick, this is who they were talking about. He came before her, and essentially when it came to KOF, she took a lot of his movesets and, you know, they were changed a bit for her, but essentially this is where her stuff comes from. But yeah, with this move, you know, obviously he goes to a weaving stance, and when you do this, you can hold it and you stay in the stance weaving for as long as you want to. But the cool thing about it, and I pray to God I can do this for her because I don't play her. That's not the move. Hold on, sorry. It weaves through fireballs. So let me get closer. So it does weave through fireballs. Let me do the heavy version so you can see. Whoops. Let me see. There we go. Alright. See? So it works with projectiles. So it's pretty dope. Of course, with EX projectiles, it works as well. So just in case you were wondering, will it work with EX projectiles? It does. So yeah, he has ways to deal with fireballs in the game as well. Next up we have Helion. You do a dragon punch motion with either light or heavy punch. It is breakable, and the EX version leads to a ground bounce and is breakable on the first and second hit. So I'll show you that real quick. So here's the light version. And no, before anyone asks that played the Real Bout games, he cannot do the infinite in the corner like he could in L games. You cannot get it. And I just love, yo, the effects on this looks really nice. I really like that. Really dope looking. And then you do the EX, and then you get a ground bounce. And like I mentioned earlier, you can break it. So you can break it there or there. So it look like something like this. Let me see if I can get it. Boom. Let me see. And then he can also do something like this. Next we have Shooting Star. Fireball motion forward with either light or a heavy kick. Dash forward to the opponent, and there is an EX version. So, like I said, if you play Vanessa, you know what this is. This is your dash up move. And there's, as I said, there is an EX version. Now, out of Shooting Star, he has follow-ups, and they're all star themed and whatnot. So, first thing is Leo or Shooting Star Leo, and you press punch, and then Rick does a flurry of punches. So I'll show you. That's the light version, where you start with the light dash. Then afterwards you have quad, where he performs a rush attack followed by a heavy uppercut when doing the heavy dash of Shooting Star. So there you go. Because if you start with just the light version, even if you press heavy, he'll still do the other version. So you always make sure you do the heavy dash if that's what you intend to do. Next up, we have Preside or Proceed. I don't know how to say this properly. It's P-E-R-S-E-I-D. I know I butchered that, so y'all can comment down below if you know how to say it properly when this video come out. But it's done by performing the EX version of the dash followed by heavy punch. So there you go. And the cool thing about this, it is breakable. So he doesn't have to follow up with the uppercut into the air. You can stop it right there at the bottom. And last in his special move kit, we have Divine Step, which is basically the backwards version of the dash forward. You perform this by doing backwards inputting fireball with either light or a heavy kick. So the same way you got this when you do forward fireball motion kicks, just do the same thing but backwards. And I like this little animation with his, his feet, just like a boxer would. They really got the boxerisms like animations with him really good, like the way he walks up, the way he backs up. He kind of like ducks a bit. I like that a lot. But yeah, so you do the backwards dash, and then it only has one real follow-up, and it's just Divine Blast, which is you press either light punch or heavy punch, and he dashes towards his opponent, and he does the whistle just like in the old game. He does the whistle, so I was really happy about that. So if you want to see something cool, it'd be like, let me see. Something like that, or ooh, hold on. So now when you connect some of these, I'm gonna say this now, it's not as loose as other characters. Like his stuff is a bit tight. So for instance, when you do this, it misses if you do it right away into the EX, but you have to wait a second. Like that. So something to be mindful when you decide you want to pick up Rick. You do have to have a bit of execution playing this character. Not to say the rest of the roster don't, but with him, you got to be on your P's and Q's a bit more. All right, so now we're going to be talking about his supers, aka the ignition gears, the level 1s, and we have Gaia Breath. It's going to be double fireball motion forward with light punch. So I'm going to do it far away so you can see what it looks like. And it is invincible to physical attacks, but keep in mind not to projectiles. Big wind up punch, nothing too crazy, but does look good. It says go to hell. And like I said before, it is susceptible to, fireballs. So watch. See what I mean? So something to be mindful of if you're trying to use it as like a wake up super or like wake up reversal. If the opponent uses a projectile, you will get hit, but if they use a physical attack or something like that, you're all good, you're gravy. Next up, we have Howling Bull, which I've never seen a bull howl, but that's terrifying to think about. And it's going to be double fireball motion, the same with either light kick or heavy kick, but light kick for the level 1 version. Level 2 version will be heavy kick, but you do, as I said, fireball motion twice forward and kick, and he goes into a JoJo order barrage punch. And if you pay attention, peep, you see the after image, so it looks like a JoJo stand. Like, I'm actually happy they did that. That's really sick. So all my JoJo fans out there watching this, we're eating good, all right? We got the JoJo-isms. We got Kenshiro, who was the prime like standard and influence for the JoJo series, especially like the early parts 1 through 3. Especially part 1 with Jonathan looking like Kenshiro, and now we have the order punches in the game. Order! And as you can see, with this attack, or this super I should say, it's not invulnerable to physicals, specials and stuff like that, right? But it is invulnerable to fireballs, right? It is very much invulnerable to fireballs. So much so, in fact, I'm going to show y'all this. So I'm going to go and pick everybody's favorite character in the game right now. I'm going to pick Mr. Karate, and I'm going to have Mr. Karate do his fireball super. So as you can see, I got hit. And it punishes it. It punished his fireball super. So keep in mind, Gaia Breath works on physical attacks not projectiles. Howling Bull punishes fireball attacks, not physical. It's real easy once you get the hang of it, but I promise you this is really neat that he has something like this at all. Now we're going to talk about the red line supers, aka your level 2s, and this is, as I mentioned earlier, going to be the same inputs as before, but this time you're going to use the heavy button version of these attacks. So Gaia Breath level 2, same input as before, double fireball motion forward, but this time with heavy punch. Oh my god, they did such a good job with this. They did such a good job, man. And he looks good. Like here, I'm gonna freeze frame it for a second. Look how handsome he looks. Look how handsome they made Rick. When I turned this on and I started like messing with it, I was like, whoa. They updated his face, kind of like he's really handsome. And then I love the detail in his braids and stuff and his hair. Just awesome. I'm really happy how he turned out. But something to note that I do want to say, his punch supers, very short range with these attacks. So like, say the opponent is right there, you can still miss. You can still miss even if they're like super close. So you do want to be mindful when you use that super. Also, something I forgot to mention real quick. That kick super, the range is actually pretty nice, but you'll see with this level 2 version. So with Howling Bull level 2, like I said, same input as before, but you're going to use heavy kick. So double cross circle forward, heavy kick, you know. But the cool thing about this move is, say you back up a little bit, right? Say, I think it was right here. When I was trying out Rick and I was trying to do some combos, I messed, or at least I thought I messed up, and I was like, oh, they're gonna fall out. Look at how far. They won't fall out. In case anybody's watching this and you're thinking, oh, well, eventually the character, you know, your opponent's gonna fall out of the animation. Nope, they do not fall out of the animation. Like, once you're locked in that, you're locked in that. By the way, he goes pretty far with his dashes. That's the light version, this the heavy version, just in case you need a better visual from earlier. But yeah, like, yeah. So if you catch your opponent sleep at the wheel, or they decide, you know, I'm gonna throw a fireball. Nope. What up? I already know there's gonna be a bunch of JoJo colors coming out with this, and I'm gonna be one of them. I'm saying it right now. But yeah, those are his red line and his ignition gears. Now, before we get into the hidden gear, which I know everyone wants to see, we gotta talk about his ref blows just really quickly. So this is ground ref blow, standard 25 frames, nothing crazy. I do like this animation though. A little uppercut. I like that. That's pretty cool. And here go his air version. This one is very similar to what's his name, Krauser, where it just kind of goes straight down. It kind of moves for just a little bit, but it's just like Krauser's, where it's like a straight down type of thing. So, you know, you do have to space it a bit, but I do like this a lot, where on like Kenshiro's, he kind of like dolphin dives Call of Duty style towards another direction. So I do like this more. So that's pretty neat. But yes, it's time for the hidden gear, Screaming Bull, double fireball motion forward with Rev and heavy kick, you know, and here you go. You beat the hell out of your opponent. Oh my god. And then there's like an impact frame. Look how good this looks. Look what they did. Say your prayers. So in this super, he says go to heaven. In the other ones, he says go to hell. So I like that. I like that difference. But yeah, this is something that's this is really cool. Like, they did a good job. They did a good job with him. But yeah, this character is very he's not very pick up and play friendly. I'll say that. Like for me, someone that's not very into boxing characters, he's a bit difficult for me to use personally. I don't really play boxing characters that much, but if you are someone that enjoy boxing characters, I'm telling you now, you're gonna enjoy Rick. Like, he has the flicker stance, he has, you know, the lunging heavies. And as you can see, that's what I'm talking about with the range being very short. But, so you always want to do that. But like, he's dope. So if you enjoy Balrog, you enjoy characters like Ed, you enjoy characters like Dudley and stuff like that, like, you're gonna have a good time with him. And I know Smug is gonna love this character when he gets his hands on him at some point. Like, this character is mad fun. Not easy to play, I'll say that. He's not very pick up and play. But he's very fun. Like, I can't front. He's very, very fun. So I'm happy with how he turned out. I can't lie, they did Rick justice. They did him justice. Because again, like I said, I don't play boxing characters, so I never really played Rick much in Real Bout. I mainly just played Joe. But Rick was a character that I felt needed to make a comeback to Fatal Fury. He hasn't been playable in over 20 years. The last game he was playable in was First Contact, which was on the Neo Geo handheld, you know. And he's a cool character. He is a fan favorite that's been asked for years, like highly requested. And for his first time back in over 20 years, I think they did a good job. They did a damn good job with Rick. But that's going to be all for this section of the video. It's time we move on to me playing Rick against the CPU and try to put hands on the computer. Let's get to it. All right, folks, here we are. We are here playing our first match. And look at them when it, look at just the intro is fire. Just look at him. Look how good he looks, yo. But we're going against Kevin, one of the characters I dislike the most in this game. But I can't lie, he got a good theme. He got one of the best themes in the game. I'm not gonna lie. But we're gonna try to put hands on him though. Oh my god. Yo, Kevin. Oh my god. Wait, whoa. Okay, that's fine. Give me that. Fine, that's fine. Give me that. Give me that. Okay. Oh, I tried to grab him back. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Oh, I forgot the range is so short. Oh lord. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Come on. Okay, hold on. He just... Okay. Oh, he anti-aired me, yo. Okay. Okay. Come that. Come here. That's fine. Okay. That's fine. I miss. Give me that. Give me that. I gotta do the taunt. Yes, sir. Give me that. Hold on. Yo, my man does not want to hold nothing. Shoot. Got him again. Okay. Rebel, I dare you. Wait, I don't dare you anymore. Give me that. Wait, hold on. Okay. I tried to. I messed up. Oh, I tried to. Oh, I had to hit. Okay. Give me that. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Oh, yo, he did not want to deal with none of that. Okay. 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 Lord. Yo, he is not letting me get nothing. Give me that. Give me that. Please hit. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Get off me. Come here. Give me that. Yes, sir. And then with the... Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go to the next match. Come on now. And so this color I chose right here, this is my favorite color of his. This red and black. Oh my god, it's so fire. But we gotta go against Ken. We gotta go against my boy. I should play Ken in this game. I haven't tried Ken really as far as the main. Alright, Ken, you know. I gotta put hands on you. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Shit. Oh shoot. Get off me. Oh no. Take that. Shoot. Okay. 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 Yeah. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Give me that. Alright. Oh, I tried to back up. Oh, I hate when I messed it up. I gotta be careful though, he could just wake up DP. Oh, I tried to weave, I fucked it up. Oh, my toes, he got me. Give me that. Yo, I gotta be so careful. But I got him. I think I got him. Yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go. That. Oh, I got the hit. Shoot. Let's go. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see, baby. We're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more match, one more opponent. Alright, this is it, folks. This is the last match for this little segment right here. So I figured I might as well pick the classic colors and go against Real Bout Terry. Let's see how this goes.
Get ready, fight.
Okay. You're right. Wish you would jump. Come here. Oh, he really just... Oh my god. Oh my god, Terry. What's the hell? Okay. Lord. Damn, I tried to dash away. Okay. 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 Yo, I tried to avoid that so much. Okay, I got anti-air. That's fine. Yo, Terry. Yo, Terry does not want me to record this video. Lord, I'm gonna die. Oh my god, that was terrible. That was so bad. I gotta go again. God, I suck with boxer characters. Yeah. Okay. Yo, it's like he's... Got him. I caught him. Yo, I tried to... Oh no. Okay. Okay. Oh. That was close. Oh, that was close. Well. Oh, I did it too late. Or too soon, really. Okay. That's fine. Give me that. Give me that. Shoot. Wait, he turned around. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Oh shit. No, I screwed up. No. No, I forget the range. The range is max short. I forgot that quick. Okay, we in there. Yo. Lord have mercy. Okay, this is it. Nope. Red blow. How dare you? my god, I was so scared. What are we tied now? Was it 1-1 now? I gotta finish this set now. That's not how you got it, is it, Wolf? If you're looking for a rematch, I'll take you anytime. I like that. Shoot. Damn it. Yo, I am getting countered. Okay, let me. Okay. Give me that. Hey, wait, he's alive? Give me that. There we go. Okay, I'm getting the hang of it. Knew he was gonna do that. Give me that. Okay, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Give me that. Give me that. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Oh my god, he's mad fun. I suck with him obviously, but he's fun. This character is fun. Oh man, but that's gonna be it for this portion of the video. It's time we get to the final segment of my first impressions of Rick Strowd in Fatal Fury COTW Season 3, and that's my overall thoughts and impressions of his inclusion in the game. Let's get to it. We've now reached that final part of the video where I give my overall thoughts and impressions of SNK's inclusion of Rick Strowd in Fatal Fury COTW Season 3. Going into this coming season, having seen what SNK showed with teasers for him, a lot of us thought finally Rick is once again playable after so many years. And I'll speak for myself when I say that, hey, even though I didn't particularly play him much in the Real Bout 2 game, he definitely deserved to be in this game as soon as possible, which is why besides Freeman, I've always been so adamant about him being a part of the roster. Well, him and Alfred also. So seeing him finally back is something that's long overdue. With all that said though, I will say that, like mentioned earlier, I didn't play him because, well, boxing characters had never really been my thing, and so while playing with Rick is fun, it also wasn't something that meshed well with me. Now, granted, with this style of boxing, Rick has been not so much rushdown, but more so with punished focus, it still was very foreign to me because someone like me that leans towards long range normals and kind of zoning characters. But let me say this, if you're a person that enjoys boxing characters, your Dudleys, TJ Combos, Balrog, and especially those similar to say Ed from Street Fighter or even Steve Fox in the Street Fighter Cross Tekken game, you will have a lot of fun messing around with Rick. My overall rating of Rick Strowd's inclusion in Fatal Fury COTW Season 3 gets a 7 out of 10. A much requested character making a return after 20 years of not being playable, visually amazing as always with each of these DLC characters being better than the last on the aspect of visuals, but I have to say that not very pick up and play friendly for the average or even new player and can be even frustrating a bit unless you already enjoy the boxer archetype. If so, then you'll have a good time. And also worthy to note is that he does not come with a brand new stage. Now I will say this isn't necessarily a negative per se because we did get like 6 stages or so with the last season, so it's not really a nitpick, but something I do want to bring up just in case people were wondering that no, he does not come with a new stage. But all that stuff now is for me to ask you an important question, and that's what are your thoughts? What do you think of Rick's inclusion in City of the Wolves Season 3? Are you looking forward to trying him out, and have you ever played Rick before in the Real Bout game? Be sure to comment down below and I'll try to get back to you. Again, big thank you to SNK for the chance to play Rick Strowd. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, then please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more, and don't forget to tap that bell icon. Helps the channel grow and I deeply appreciate it. And while you're at it, let's see if we can get this video to 100 likes. Again, always appreciate it. But that's gonna be it for me. Till next time, I'm DecepySwag. Later.